Gather round. It is story time. I don't know what this bit is. Bro, it's sweaty in Japan. I miss Japan a lot, but I did not miss this aspect of Japan, which is my ass sweating permanently. Why are you always in that shirt, lol? I like to own a small amount of shirts. It makes me feel like I have to make less decisions. Okay, so I want to talk about all the fun adventures we got up to during my 2-month hiatus. I filmed a bunch of stuff and took pictures just from my memories. I'm just different. I keep memories on my phone. I kept track, all right? What's a good sound effect for this? Stop. No, that's not the one I meant to play. Maybe if I got on the plane. I'm reminding myself of my soundboard so I can make a narrative in my head with the soundboard. All right, so check this out. When I guys left you for 2 months. But it's okay though, because I was on that Sigma grind set. I had a lot of crazy experiences. I don't know where to begin. Let's start from the start. Let's just tell the story. All right, we'll start from the beginning. Boys, 25th of May, I'm going to the UK for like 3 weeks. So I'd never ever flown business class in my life. And I was like, I've been doing well enough for a long time. I'm just going to splash out. I'm going to do it one time. I'm going to try it. Me and Joey, we meet up at the airport because me and Joey are flying together. Gant's already there. And it's like 10 p.m. and we're checking in, we're tired, and it's, you know, it's okay though, because there's like, this airport is dead. There is nobody at Narita Airport. And then the people at Emirates staff are like, oh, by the way, the lounge is closed. And we were there like 3 hours early. So we were like, oh, what the f we do? None of the stores are open. I haven't had dinner.
Because I was like, I'm just gonna eat in the lounge. I'm gonna grab a bunch of stuff to eat. It's Emirates. I'm sure they got so much food.
They give us this gift voucher for like $50. They're like, buy whatever you want. Bro, it's 11 p.m. Nothing is open. Literally nothing is open. They give us this voucher that we can only use this time. Literally nothing was, not even like a gift store or a store to buy water. So we couldn't do anything. So we were just sitting at the gate for 3 hours. It was pretty miserable. So we get on the plane. Dude, let me show you a picture. It was amazing. Look how much leg room I had. And then this all folded out to a bed. The screen is big. Champagne over here. Bro, it was nuts. First time, you can call me privileged. I'll allow it. Oh wait, genuinely, I was living my best life. So I hadn't eaten, right? They bring out this menu that's like small bites. Okay, I mean, when I hear small bites, I'm thinking it's gonna be small. So the woman comes over and I'm like, I don't know what I can ask. I don't know how much I can ask for. But I'm being polite, obviously. I'm like, hey, is it rude if I order 2 of the small bites? Is that okay? He's like, yeah, I think so. I mean, like if we have enough. So they had like a bunch of things and I was like, can I have the sushi? And can I have the like ragu or something? And I was like, all right, okay, okay. This came out and I nearly nutted. It was actually good shit. It was like quality sushi. You know what I found really funny? You're not allowed to bring like knives or anything metal. Even the like restaurants in the airport don't give you metal. But for suddenly, if you're in business class, oh, you get knives and forks. Like, what? I'm not gonna stab someone because I'm rich? How does that work? But this was amazing. This was so good. And then I got this thing as well, which I don't think looks very good in the photo. But trust me, it was good. Bro, I was stuffed. There was so much food. So here's where I had the first of my trip. I know, not good. Literally just started. Already up. You'll notice, right, on my seat right there, I have my iPad. And when I was getting off the plane, I forgot to get my iPad. I was like, fuck, dude. I literally just got this iPad as well. I was so sad. I go to the Dubai help desk at the business lounge and I'm like, dude, this will be easy. So I go to the lounge and I'm talking to this lady. I'm like, hey, so I'm an idiot. I just left my iPad on my business seat. Here's my seat. Here was the flight. Could you go and get it for me? I would appreciate it. The woman called, did some talking. You know, I'm not blaming her, but you know when you're like asking for help and I'm like, listen, my flight's in 2 hours. Like, I kind of need this. You know, you can just tell when someo's like, no, I don't fucking care. So she calls, she's like, yeah, no, whatever. And I was like, all right, I'm not getting this then, I guess. He was like, yeah, just email the help desk. So I emailed the support. Didn't hear anything for like a while. We'll come back to it. I'm kind of sad. I'm like, I just lost an iPad that cost like 3 times this plane ticket. I feel like a idiot. I was so annoyed at myself. I was like beating myself up like crazy. But at least the next plane was really cool. Me and Joey, we got the middle seat on like the A380. So me and Joey are like sharing these seats together. What the f on my legs here? My legs are funky. This is what it looks like. You get like all this shit. I think this is a HDMI port. This shit's so nice. So anyway, we have this flight. It's super chill. I just sleep more. I watch more HBO HBO. I'm living my best life. We get to London, and I think we arrive in like the morning, I'm pretty sure. And then we meet up with one of our friends in the evening. It's chill. And then we have MCM, which starts, which you guys all saw. You guys saw a lot of things from MCM, I guess. We've already spoke about it at length on Trash Taste. It was kind of crazy. So me and Joey actually walked around on the Friday with the priority tickets, which is like people have to buy a special ticket and then you can get in 2 hours earlier. It was okay. We were like looking around like, oh yeah, okay, cool. When the actual convention opened, it was just like, it was insane. People were waiting like 6 hours before we got there so they could get a signing. And then after that, it would be shut off. So people saw on the session being like, oh, CDawg, Anime Man, Giga signing. And they would turn out like 20 minutes before and the line had been cut off like 2 hours ago. And like everyone was super nice, but it sucks because you have to like get through everyone. Because, you know, if somebody's been waiting 7 hours, like in a line when they could have been hanging out with their friends or doing something fun, you know, you don't want to be like, oh, sorry guys, I'm leaving. So you want to try and get through everyone. You want to talk to people and actually like have a conversation, but also you have to go. So like the staff are like go. If you talk too long, they'll be like, all right, move on. You can't talk. It's so sad. But it was fun though. It was fun. It was nice getting to meet people again for the first time. I tried walking out to the convention because I wanted to go say hi to some of my friends. Like legit, the moment I walked out, people would start crowding, like asking for photos. And I'm like, this is weird. I'm not used to this. Big shot. Get a load of this guy. I've been to conventions for years and I've never had anything like this. I would just be like, I'm sorry, man. I can't take a pic. I'm sorry. Just walking. So like, yeah, we had Saturday and we had the panel and obviously, oh my God, let's play the video. No, it's so hard to watch this.
I also enjoy Cringe.
I don't know why I said that. I thought if I just make him feel like he's being a dick, he would leave. But the dude was clearly on something, you know. I'm not going to play the rest just in case his cheeks show. Oh, it was terrifying. It was pretty fucking scary. The dude coming up stage wasn't that scary. It was the fact that no one came to like help initially. Obviously, we text Maylene. We're like, hey, we're kind of annoyed about it. We're like, all right, this was kind of shit. We just didn't have a good time and it felt like they were unprepared. So then I assume Maylene does Maylene things. And the next day, this lovely guy comes up to me. In the UK, you can just tell when someone is ex-military. They carry themselves in a way in the UK. I can't tell in the US. This guy introduces himself. All right, are you Connor? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, I'm Gav. I'll be taking care of you today, my boys. I was like, all right. Nice to meet you, Gav. And I love it when the security is like professional and they're like, they don't get in the way, but they're always ready. You know what I mean? These dudes were great. They just stayed behind. They didn't like push anyone. They didn't do anything. They didn't shout at anyone. They were great guys. They're professional, chill. They weren't like shouting at people or anything. Like that's what I just, you know, great. And then we had the Sunday, and the Sunday was a lot more chill. I think everyone was a bit on edge though. It was everyone felt a bit uneasy because, you know, the shit had happened. We were like, oh my God, he's gonna try something. Even though obviously nothing was gonna happen, people were still like on edge because they're like a bunch of shit happened yesterday. But like it was all fine. It all went well. It was just a lot. Like it was a lot of people. One other thing that happened that you guys probably saw was that I filmed a wacky weekend with Chris 3 or 4 days after MCM during the Queen's Jubilee, which was, it was awful timing. It was literally the only day that I didn't have plans. So I met up with Chris. We had a great time. This is when I met Chris. This is what he was holding. And the plan was that we were going to do an IRL stream and then we were going to go drive south of London to go to the marshlands to film a video. Look how packed this bridge is above Chris's head. Everyone's waiting for the jets to fly over and the planes. They were flying in a formation of like 70. It was really cool. We take a picture in front of here and we film the intro. Filming this intro was so hard because on the other side of the camera, there was like a billion tourists walking by. And so we had to like really talk up and act while everyone is staring at us, looking at us, and a bunch of Americans are just talking to us, being like, "Are you guys from here? Do you guys know where their jets? What time the jets are flying over?" I'm like respectfully, madam, I don't have a clue. We film this intro, and then I pull out my backpack, and I'm gonna start streaming. Anyone who knows when you have like a billion people in one place, it just doesn't work. I pull out my bag. I'm looking at the signal. I'm getting like nowhere near enough signal to do this. So we start walking around all of Westminster, just waiting until I get signal. I had to buy a new battery for the bag because the battery I have for my IRL bag in Japan is way too big. It cannot go on any plane. So I had to get like a new one and it's half the size. So just me testing it, looking for signal, I'd gone through 20% of the battery and I was like, what the f? And it was getting to the point where I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna work. So we're walking, and finally, after about 20 minutes of walking and 2 beers later, yeah, we we stopped for some beers, all right? We had a few beers. We find this patch where I was getting signal, and then we start the IRL stream, and it went great. I think it was a great IRL stream. It was very short. It was 2 hours, but I think it was really good. We had a really fun stream. We walked around, just did some fun shit, and I think people really enjoyed it. All the comments were like, man, Chris is so happy. Chris was so happy. When he got to the UK, that man's like serotonin levels went to like 10,000. And then I think now it's like June 3rd, and we have a few days before the wedding. So everyone's in town, everyone's hanging out. Honestly, I don't have much to show from this. It was just the wedding. It was great. The wedding was amazing. I ate so much food. Gaunt had like a stone-baked pizza oven that came around at like 9 p.m. and I was just devouring it. I must have ate like 3 pizzas. It was insane. Because it was stone baked, so there was like no toppings. You know how it is. It's not like the good stuff like American pizza. Did I dance? I did dance. Yeah, it was a good wedding. It was just good vibes. The place was good. It was a really nice small town. Yeah, it was nice. It was my first time going to a friend's wedding, and I was one of the groomsmen, and I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I was like standing there, like, do I just stand here? I just stand here. Okay, cool. I'll just stand here, trying not to cry while Gaunt's crying, and I'm like. And then Sydney later on got annoyed that I didn't cry. Bro, it was like level difficulty. Try not to cry. I was holding it back. You know when you can feel that the tears are there and you know if you let one rip, the floodgates are happening? So I managed to hold it in. And so the wedding was great. It was good. A few days go by. And then actually I get an email from Emirates. No way. Emailed me saying, we'd located an iPad on your flight. Can you tell us what device, what it looks like, what attachments you might have, and what the passcode is? And this is why I was worried. Now you're gonna laugh. I was worried because all of my login shit was on the iPad because I'm a f***ing idiot. And I thought, I'm never gonna take my iPad out of my house. So I typed back in the email, I'm like, yeah, my passcode is, it's 6 zeros. Can you just put 6 zeros? I've changed it now, chat. Okay, it's not gonna work. I don't do this with any other passcode, okay? It's 6 zeros, and it'll have a pen and a keyboard, and it'll be the 12.9 inch display. And they were like, yep, all right, we think we've located it. Can you tell us where to send it to? Great. Win. I was so happy. I'm gonna get it back. So they ship it off to my parents' house in Wales because I'm gonna go there at the end of my trip. The new password is 00069. Yeah, damn it, you got me. So with the trip's going well, London, having a great time, living my best life, eating and drinking. I was excited because I was going to my really good friend's birthday on like the 9th, and then I was gonna go to Wales on like the 10th to see my parents for like 5 days, and then fly to America and start the America arc of the journey. So I was pumped. But something happened. As the days were rolling by, it had been about 4 or 5 days from the wedding. It was like the 8th. Bro, everyone was getting COVID. Literally everyone got COVID at this wedding. I don't know how. And that was worrying for me because we were going to America. And at the time, America required a negative America required a negative COVID test 24 hours before departing. Japan did 72, 24 hours. So I was freaking out because my flight is in 4 days. And I'm like, shit. I go for a test just to make sure I'm negative. I've been hanging out with everyone. Like every single day, I've been hanging out with them. Even people who've gotten sick. And I was like, okay, I'll just change my flight. I got a negative test on the 10th or the 9th, and it came out negative, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna change my flight. I paid like $1,000. I changed my flight to be 4 days earlier so that I could go to America just in case I got COVID. So that if I landed and I got COVID, I'd be in America and at least I could recover there, and then we could shoot stuff for Trash Taste. Because we filmed the Trash Taste special, right? And this Trash Taste special, it was like near 6 figures in cost, this one special. And I did not want to be the reason that this happened. Joey was already there. Garn had already got COVID recently. So Gaunt was good. Who knows how long I would have been positive for if I got it. So I was like, I'm not going to be able to see my parents. I felt really bad because I'd missed my friend's birthday party. I'm just going to change my flight. I'm going to change my Aer Lingus flight to go earlier. I go on the 11th instead of the 15th, which I was supposed to go with Gaunt, I think. Bro, I had never felt so sad in my life because I really wanted to see my parents. I really, really wanted to. And I really wanted to see my friends on his birthday. And it felt so shitty. Because I just wanted to see them so bad. But I just made the call. I was like, I'm just going to change my flight because I think it's for the best. I don't want to jeopardize everything that we'd invested in this special because we also were going to record a bunch of Trash Taste stuff as well. And I just didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to be the reason why it all, I was the reason why it all failed. And then it turned out I didn't get COVID. I never got any symptoms or anything. And I tested a bunch. I didn't get COVID at all. Literally everyone at my table at the wedding got COVID except for me. It was insane. I don't know how. So I land in America and I fly Aer Lingus. Now, because I'd flown 4 days earlier, I had missed the baggage that was going on at Heathrow. So my Aer Lingus flight was fine. I had a great flight. The people on the flight were super nice. The staff on that plane were amazing. This woman, I swear to God, she was trying her best to get me drunk. It was this Irish woman, and I swear to God, that woman was on a mission. It was relentless. I came and she was like, all right, champagne. And I was like, okay, I didn't even ask for it. She just plopped it down. Okay, I guess I'll drink it. Drank it, whatever. She's like, do you want a beer or a drink or anything? And I was like, I guess I'll have a Heineken. Sure. I came. I drank this beer. I'm about like, I got like a third left. She's like, I'll get you a new one. I'm like, what? Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's fine. I still got a little bit. She's like, no, I'll get you a new one. She goes and gets me a new one. I'm like, okay, shit, okay. I'm drinking it, sipping it, you know. And then again, it's nearly empty, but it's not empty. She just takes it without asking me this time and brings a new one. I'm like, what the f is happening? Now I'm getting a little tipsy because I haven't eaten yet and I'm still waiting for the food. And I'm like, how many are they gonna bring me? So I'm eating my food, I'm drinking it, and I put it down again. She does it again. I'm not finished with the beer. It's near empty. I swear she just pours out like the shits at the bottom, brings me a new one right away. No questions asked. She probably liked you. Dude, I'm not trying to big myself up. If people are doing things for me or like service at all, and they're being like super polite, I will be ultra polite to them as well. Unless they're being a complete asshole to me, then I'll just be like normal. That's how British people get back at you. We're like, That's how British people insult people. But if they're super polite, I'll be super polite back because I'm just like, you're doing a great job. I appreciate it. Let's go. When they bring me a beer, I'm like, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Because I genuinely feel like that at the time, but now it sounds sarcastic when I'm saying it out loud. You know, I'll be like, oh, you're too nice. Thank you so much. I'll just chat with them a bit if they're willing to. Like if they seem chill. She was nice. I think she was actually called like Shannon as well, which is like the most Irish name. At this point, I think I'd gone through like 6 beers and we were only like 3 hours into this flight. And I think the only time I got a break is when I slept. So I drank like 1 more beer and then I slept and I woke up and I shit you not, there was another beer there. Like 7 hours later, there was another one. She didn't even take the other can this time. She just put another one. So I had 2 beers there. I was like an alcoholic. I drank like 7 beers on this flight. I was a mess. I wasn't even drunk or anything. I was just like, I just passed out. I woke up. I was totally fine, but I was like, oh my God, she's trying to kill me. Like I couldn't say no. She was Irish. So I'm finally in America though, which is hype. Glad to be there. The first day I arrive, I just chill because I arrive in the evening. So I'm just chilling. I'm trying to get used to it. And then Ludwig messages me. He's like, hey, because I told him like, hey, I'm in the US early. I want to hang out. So at this point, right, me and Ludwig hadn't made like 100% plans to hang out. It was kind of like, dude, we're gonna hang out, right? We'll hang out. And I was like, oh my God, what if he's just like saying yeah? And then he's just like, oh, guy. You know, this guy's a loser. But no, he was sweet. He invites me to come to this pottery thing. And this is the pottery stream with Cutie. I think I'm wearing this shirt in that pottery stream. But before the pottery stream, we go rock climbing. I actually have a video. We go to this climbing gym. It's crazy. It was so crazy. I climbed, and that's where I met. While I'm waiting there, I did a thing, and boy, Alex and Alexa walk in, and I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Connor. I'm climbing with like Ludwig and all the guys, and they're like, oh shit, yeah, nice. So we talk, and we like complain about America for like 30 minutes, as you do, because like they're Australian, so we just complain about America, as you do. Climbing, it was great. I wasn't very good at it, but I was okay. And dude, I was so sweaty, and we had to do this pottery stream right after it, and then we just start doing the pottery thing. And you guys saw the stream. We're making pottery. I was not very good. Yeah, and it was good fun. It was just a great time. It was just good vibes. Already, Ludwig has been such an MVP. He's invited me to like 3 things. He's done a stream with me. It's been like a week. This man is amazing. I love this man already. He's been so goddamn nice to me. Like, he doesn't have to be. Like, I get it. He's a busy guy, and I'm the one asking him to hang out with me, you know? And I know that like, oh, different side. I don't, you know, it's not about that. It's like, I come to a place and I asked him if he could, like, you know, he offered to borrow me a setup. I asked him for his time. Like, if someone comes to Japan, like, I'll hang out with them for sure, but like, I can't give you every day, right? Like, because I got to work as well. But Ludwig is an amazing guy. He's such a great guy. I love him to death. And then we had the burger stream, bro, and it was amazing. It was so goddamn good. And the VOD has like 500,000 views. It was just such a good stream. I vibe very well with Ludwig. I think we get each other's humor. He knows that he can poke fun at me and likewise. I think it's just good vibes. I think we just click, which is just great. It's so rare you get that where you feel like you understand each other right away. But I got him. I told him, I was like, bro, I think you're like my long lost brother from America. If his ancestors hadn't have left Europe, you know. When's the wedding? I know, dude. Oh, before that, obviously I hung out with Nyan and Ethel. That was an amazing time. Bless. Yeah, I was so nervous, I remember. Yeah, I was so nervous to, I guess, to meet me IRL, because I guess that was like, you know, meeting people IRL for the first time is intimidating. It was just great. We spoke about it before in depth. Amazing time. Got on so goddamn well with them. But I think they caught COVID that night, which was a shame. Not good. Not a great time. But the night was amazing. It was so fucking awesome. We've spoke about it before. I spoke about it on other streams as well. One night, because Emily's at VidCon. Emily and Didas are at VidCon. I didn't go to VidCon. But then one night, I was like, fuck it, let's go to a VidCon party. I turn up like 10 p.m. I have like no passes or anything. I'm like, I don't know what the f I'm doing. And then they're like, how are you gonna get in? We have no passes. And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll get in. We'll get in. We'll figure it out. We see that they're like checking all these creator passes. I was like, all right, here's what we can do. It looks like they don't check your passes on the way out. So why don't you all, because when we turned up, this girl was there who I'd never seen before. Was like, oh, hi, Connor. And I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Bao. I'm like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Hi. I'm like, right, so there's 3 of us that need to get in. Why don't all of you put your passes in Didas's pants, and Didas will come out and give us the passes, and we'll come in. And bro, I'm telling you, half this party must have done this. Everyone at this party was so full. So full. And I didn't know anyone here. This is apparently supposed to be an influencer party. Didn't know anyone. I watch YouTube all day, every day. Didn't know anyone. So yeah, we go in. They give us the passes. We go in. It was very fun. I love sneaking into places like that. I don't know why. It feels fun. Sneaking in is more fun than the party. I don't know why. Yeah, but the party sucked. So we left after a while. I went to Denny's and we were just chilling. We had AX, and AX was crazy, dude. We had this amazing guy called Robert, who was my handler, our handler, and he was amazing. This dude was on point. I swear this dude was just like in charge of AX, because everybody listened to Robert. Robert was such a Chad. Robert would communicate with everyone on Discord and would tell all the security guards what to do and all the staff what to do. He was the GOAT. That was the guy in the stream who was, you saw in the IRL stream at AX, who helped us go around. He made AX like good. Without him, it would have been so stressful, but he was just on top of everything. And he would ask us like, what's your plans? What do you want to do? I'll make sure you can do everything. He legit meant it. Like if you wanted to do something, you needed anything, he was on top of it. So Friday happens, right? Which is like day 0. We have a signing in the morning, which was crazy. Like it was so many people. And I was like, oh my God. And this is where we start having the like security detail, which was weird for me. We had like 10 security guards when me, Joey, Gaunt, and Sydney were walking, and they were like pushing everyone out the way. It felt so bad. I was like, oh my God. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Because like people would get recognizing us when we were walking, and it was like, oh, sorry. Hi. You guys saw it on the stream. And then we had our panel. Bro, this was nutty. This was insane, this panel. We had our panel. This is a terrible photo. You can't even see how far back it goes in this photo. It's something like 3,000 people can fit in this room. But yeah, it was just insane. It was such a big panel. We debuted the special trailer. That was amazing. And then we announced the tour, and we just chatted for like an hour and a half. It was good. It was a solid panel. I think I think we killed it. The amount of people like screaming, like Gaunt has the video on his Twitter. Let me like, this wasn't even the full line either. There was more. Just insane. Like actually insane. I'd never had anything like this in my life. I wasn't nervous at all, but that made me nervous. Like this many people wanted to see. That was nerve-wracking. Moving forward to the Sunday panel. Vishoda told me, turn up at 8, and I was messaging them because I was at the Ludwig thing till 2 a.m. Be real with me. Do I need to turn up at 8 a.m.? Like, I'm begging you. They were like, rehearsals are at 8:30. So I had to be there for like 8:15. That means I'd have to wake up at like 7:30 latest. Yeah, I was drinking at the fucking Mogul Money thing, and Ludwig was making me do shots and things. And I was like, do I need to? Do I have to be there? Please. They were like, yeah, you gotta be there. You gotta be there for at latest 9. And I was like, fine. So I got like 4 hours of sleep. I get back and I go to bed at like 4. So I get there, and in my head, I'm like, what could I possibly need to rehearse? There's nothing for me to do. I just sit there. I was fuming. I knew it was going to be that. Because like they're the ones with the tech. I just turn up and speak in the mic. I'm faking my madness. I understand you guys wanted to be safe. Don't take this personally, me, Jojo. I understand you. Better be safe than sorry. I'm just being a whiny Karen because I wanted that extra hour so bad. But no, they were nice. They were great. It was all perfect. It was all set up perfectly. And I turn up and I see this. And I see this. Ooh. And I'm like, wow, it's Mouse. So yeah, we have the panel with Mouse. I think it went very well. I got killed by Truck Cunt, obviously. You guys know the clip.
Which anime protagonist has the power Sneak Thief?
I don't watch enough anime to know this one. Sneak
these nuts.
These nuts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, baby!
Dude, this room was full as well. It was crazy. The vibe there was great, though. It was such a good crowd. It was a really good crowd. Yeah, and that was fun. I think we did well on the panel, though. There were some questions there I had to expertly dodge. I won't say which ones. I'm sure you know. Mouse did great as well. Mouse was very good at playing off my cues almost. And considering I only had like 4 hours of sleep, I think I did a pretty good job. AX was, it turned out to be a lot of fun. Like, thanks to Robert, like Mudan, Emily, and like Didas, like Mudan was the goat. Mudan helped the stream a lot. Like, it was just so fun. It was a great time. Okay, it was kind of sucks because I'm like, all right, well, it's over now. And like my time in LA is coming to an end. I was really, really enjoying doing all the work stuff in LA because every single day we were doing something. We were meeting someone, we were filming something. It was never a boring day. And dude, I was exhausted. And I had socialized my fucking heart out. Even me, as like a level 10 extrovert, I was starting to get my limit of like, this is a lot. And then we had our trip to Australia. It was so nice. Joey's family is just the fucking nicest. Joey's dad is such a funny man, and his mum is just so nice. Joey's sister's so nice. I met her before. I love Joey's family. I wish I could be part of their family. Sorry, mum and dad. And then in the evening, Joey's dad made pasta, and I fucking demolished it. He made this giant bowl. Killed it. It was gone. Joey's dad was like, oh, you're a hungry bastard, mate, aren't you? It's like, yes. And he's like, do you want any more? And I was like, yes, I do. Gave me a whole nother helping. Must have been like 3,000 calories. Destroyed it. But that's how you win over a parent. If you eat all of their food, they're like, well, I mean, I like this kid. This kid's good. So I ate all their food. But I think I got on really well with them. They were so nice. Joey has a bar and he has a pet bird. The first day, the bird didn't want anything to do with anyone. It only chilled with Joey's dad. For some reason, the second day, I somehow managed to build like a friendly rapport with the bird. Yeah, he has a bar in his house. That's how you know Joey's dad doesn't f around. And I can tell you, we drank so much alcohol. So much goddamn alcohol. His dad is a machine. His family is a machine. After the second day, Joey's dad was telling me that the bird likes deep voices. And I was like, fucking yeah, that's awesome for me. That's literally me. I'm deep voice. That's my thing. After a while, I managed to like somehow get it to stay on my hand. And then I was like, oh, maybe I can get it to stay on my shoulder because it would stay on Joey's dad's shoulder the entire time. And then after a while, it just befriended me and it would just chill on me. It would chill on my shoulder. How neat is that? It would just vibe on my shoulder all night. Also, look, this is Joey's bar, dad's bar behind it. The bird would just walk around my back the entire night. I felt like such a villain. It was so goddamn cute. This bird was adorable. It made me want a bird so bad. This bird was amazing. But that day, I went to do the IRL stream with Alex and Alexa. I did a thing in Boy Boy. And bro, that was so fun. I get on with these boys so much. I love them. I can't wait for them to come to Japan. We went to the reptile park. Yeah, we just had a great time. We streamed the animals. It sucked that the stream died so many times, but overall the stream was good. I think the highlight video will be very good. I love these boys. They're so nice. Also, we have this photo too. We took a picture with the koala. Oh, so cute. Yeah, and that stream was good. And then we had SmashCon. We had our solo panel, which was just like, look at this. That's just insane. That's 1,000 capacity, I think. It was just full. It was so much fun. It was nuts. Smash was such a good con. The organizers, all the staff were just delightful. It was so cute. It was so cute. And then obviously in Australia, we had the Twitch stream that just came out on After Dark. That was amazing as well. We got to touch some animals. We did that. It was awesome. Yeah, Australia was just like a ton of fun. But I think I was just too tired by the end of it. I was so tired of traveling. Yeah, I couldn't do any more. Grant and Joey in Sydney stayed longer to go to Melbourne. But I was done. I couldn't do it. I was like, no, I'm going back. So I booked a flight that was like $1,000 economy. So expensive for an economy flight from Australia to Japan. And yeah, it was fine. It was 10 hours, but it was in the morning. So I don't really mind because there's no time difference. There's only 1 hour time difference from Sydney to Japan. So there's no jet lag. So you're just chilling, just watching stuff for 8 hours. But yeah, no, I mean, that was, and then I landed, came back and I had some good views. I think that's, yeah, I did take some pics. Hell yeah, I did. Took some pics of Japan. Vibes. It was just cool. Like Japan looks awesome. It was just awesome. Like it was an amazing trip. That's like my trip summed up. I pretty missed so many details, but yeah, that was like the trip. It was good. And I got back to Japan and I got sick right away. I have been testing. I didn't test positive at all. I've been testing negative. But as you can tell, my throat is a little f***ed. But I'm okay though. I'm doing good. I don't know. It was awesome going to a different place and feeling like you had someone there every time. You know what I mean? You had like someone to talk to. You had someone to hang out with. And I feel like, because, you know, I've been trying to branch out and streaming has been amazing for meeting people. If I didn't start streaming, I don't think any of this would have happened. So it was really amazing to get to, you know, go ahead and meet all these cool people. And I just feel so lucky. Yeah, like, thanks, guys. I know that I wasn't streaming much, but I appreciate that you guys were patient. I thank you guys all for watching me. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do this stuff if you guys didn't help, you know? It was awesome. Guys, thank you so much. If you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the ConnorDawg YouTube channel if you haven't already. It's free and it helps me out. Come on, come do it for more content. And make sure to follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/CDawgVA and go and follow me there because I'm live 3 to 4 times a week. You don't want to miss out, do you? Bye.